Hello, good afternoon, one and all present here. Myself, Amit Aggarwal, faculty from Management Department, and right now I'm here to discuss one important topic in the finance area. As right now I'm here to discuss a topic on cost and management accounting, right? So if I'll talk about cost and management accounting, so that means those people and those students are just thinking towards their career in the field of finance or in the field of accounting. So they must be knowing about cost accounting and management accounting. So guys, in the cost and management accounting, as this is a very wider term, so right now I'm here to discuss the one important topic of cost and management accounting, which is relate to cost. So as we know what is cost, that is a basic question. When someone is going to explore any product in the market, either from their personal reason or for the firm and anything. So this is the first biggest question that comes in front of us, any buyer. Either you are a individual buyer or a group buyer or like any firm industry and all. What is actual cost of this product? So on this topic today, I'm here to discuss about topic with this my video lecture. So I'm here just to discuss about elements of cost. So what are the like elements that makes the cost of any product? Because this is a basic question in front of any buyer before knowing and just purchasing the product. There's the cost of the product. So if we talk about elements of cost, so there are three basic elements of cost. As one, it is material cost, and second is labor cost, and third one is some other expenses. So these three are some basic elements which makes and just helps to knowing about the cost of any product. So guys, how we can just know about the elements of cost? Elements means these three elements makes the complete, yeah, you can say total cost of any product, right? So further, if you move towards the exploration of these three elements of cost, so you will find these three elements can be subdivided into different parts. As material cost is also can be categorized on the basis of direct material and another is indirect material. And if we talk about labor, so labor can be categorized in different two aspects. One, it is your direct labor and another it is your indirect labor, right? And if you talk about the other expenses, so other expenses can be also categorized on the basis of two aspects. As the one, it is direct expenses and another is indirect expenses. So with the help of this slide, you can see the one important like diagram. I think I have just framed on this PPT, which shows it very clear how the elements of cost, that is a summation of these three costs, material, labor, and other expenses. And if further divided this chart, so you will find key material, labor, and expenses can be categorized on the basis of some three parts as direct and indirect. So guys, the basic questions arise among the student when we discuss this topic in the class and just basically like for the examination point of view of the student, this is a basic question comes, what is direct cost and what is indirect cost? So direct cost, we'll talk about the direct cost. So you will find just that cost which is directly associated with this particular product. And indirect cost, that cost which is not directly associated, but without it, that final production is not possible. As we know, each and every cost plays at their own role. So this small diagram helps to make further explanation about the elements of cost as material cost, direct material cost, indirect material cost, labor cost, direct labor cost or indirect labor cost, And the third one as other expenses overhead, that is direct or indirect. So guys, now now that this skill level, the direct and indirect, I hope it is more clear to all the listeners of this video. Directly, that is which is directly associate, and that becomes the actual part of the product, which is concerned to this particular product. And indirect, that is again important. We can't say that indirect is not important for any product, because the summations of these two makes the final cost, that is total cost of any product. So after this discussion, now I'll start the first explanation. What do you mean by material cost? So this material cost can be further divided, as already we discussed, in two parts: direct material or indirect material. Right? So if we talk about direct material, so just think for a moment. If you are just going to produce any product and some material is using in this manufacturing, so what may be the part of direct material and what may be the part of indirect material? Right? So when you will find the answer of the direct material, suppose I just take the example of the furniture. So while making the furniture, wood, that is raw material. Wood is considered as direct material. If the carpenter is converting this wood into the form of the furniture, so it means furniture wood, it is just like a direct material. Without wood, you cannot go for the shaping of any kind of furniture. But when the furniture is going to join from one part to another, so some adhesive product, some needle are also using, but we cannot see that, because but without the adhesive product like Fevicol and some other products or some needle, that furniture cannot be joined one to another different parts. So I hope direct that wood you can see, you can touch, that you are just seeing, you are observing. But what kind of adhesive product, what kind of needle that they are using just to manufacturing, just to converting this wood into the form of furniture, that cannot be seen by the user. So direct material, which is going to become the directly part of the product, that can be seen easily. But indirect material, that cannot be seen by the user directly. So if we'll just take some other examples, so as the direct material, that is raw material, that's a necessary component of any product, right? Or you can see that become the part of the product directly. So that is your direct product. Or if we talk about indirect, so in case of indirect, you will find जैसे कि अभी एग्जाम्पल में मैंने क्लियर किया, जैसे कि फ्यूल हो गया, lubricant oil हो गया, right? I hope you are very clear about the lubricant oil that's used to just to become this any machine cool, because some machineries are working for like long duration at constant manner. So repair हो गया हमारा, coal maintenance work, etc. So different indirect material we used for any production. So finally, the total cost include each and every cost of any product. So after this discussion, if we move towards the labor cost, so labor cost is also divided into two different parts as direct labor and indirect labor. So if you are paying any kind of amount to such person, just to whom you are associated, just like if you take example of any teacher. So if students are coming to the school just to have any kind of studies, so faculty members remuneration is considering as a direct labor cost for the institute or college. What the amount they are just paying to their faculty member. But for the helping of this lecture, for the helping of this teaching, like in the classes, some different labor are also supporting as your peon staff, your security guard, your electrician, your technical people. The people are also supporting to the all systematic functioning of these classes. So who are they? So basically they are considering as indirect labor for the college, school, and all academic institution. So guys, again, we can take some another example for the indirect cost. As suppose in case of labor, if you are going to any doctor for any like checkup, so what the treatment is given by the doctor, that is a direct labor cost. But for this particular process, attendant is also sitting outside the door of the doctor. They are also giving some appointment and all. One peon is also standing on the like door, main door. So all these labors are also supporting to the process of this particular like service sector जो भी example हमने आपको बताया, that is a part of the labor cost. So all these are the part of the direct and indirect, right? So as a different examples we can take, like different restaurants we used to go there. So what we are just having, what we are eating, so that different labors they are using. So that is again the part of direct labor and the indirect labor. So when we move towards the third step as overheads, direct overheads and indirect overheads. So if we talk about the overheads are the business costs that are related to the day-to-day running of the business. That can be also categorized in the direct and indirect. So direct expenses, if you are the student of the finance, you must be remember, direct expenses become the part of that particular production and become the part of trading account. And indirect expenses that will include in your generally profit and loss account. As overheads are concerned, so three different overheads we know as categorized on the basis of the production process. As the first overhead, just your factory overheads, those expenditures which are related to your factory area. And second overhead, that is your office and administration overhead, that is related to the office and the administration. And the third, it is your selling and distribution overhead, which is concerned to your selling and distribution. And after add on all these costs, then you reach up to the total cost of any product, right? So till this level, we have just clear about some different cost as elements of cost is concerned. So material cost, then labor cost, and some other expenses. So in this lecture, I think my students, those will taking care of this video lecture, the people will clear about the direct and indirect cost especially, and they will know about the elements of cost, and it will help them to know about the material cost, labor cost, and some other expenses. So in the coming video, we will come with different kinds of overheads, as I just told the different types of overheads, factory overheads, office and administrative overheads, selling and distribution overheads. So this is the another part, how we can categorize these overheads. So up to this level, we have clear about the elements of cost, because this is the basic question which comes in the mind of any buyer. What is the actual cost of the product? So when we are asking for the cost, so we must be knowing cost is the summation of these three different costs as material cost, labor cost, and other expenses. So different formulas are also there just to knowing about the elements of cost. So in the further lectures, I will try to cover such session. So thank you so much. And I'm just going to wind up this video session, and I'll cover rest topic in my coming videos. Thank you so much.